Kartikeya Sarabhai firmly believes that resolving the environmental crisis requires that people learn to think differently and live differently, and so he has devoted much of his life to environmental education. Kartikeya Sarabhai is the director of India's Centre for Environmental Education, which he founded in 1984.
But when we started, it was indeed a small group. But at that time, we had a big ambition. We said we want to reach every district of India, for instance. 600 districts. We want at least one school in every district of India to change. We were asked, I remember, by the North American Association of Environmental Education, where I came in 85, soon after starting the center in 84, what the center's view was. And I gave a speech there. And I said, I want our educational tools to be inspired by the Indian sari, which is an unstitched piece of cloth. But it's highly designed. But every person who wears it can interpret it in her own way. And it fits everyone. And I said our educational materials should be like tools in the hands of people. And they should be able to, therefore, use it in their way and interpret it. It comes alive in the hands of whether it's the teacher or the worker or the industrialist or someone else. We felt that however large an institution you build, it was going to be minuscule compared to the problem. I mean, our institution may look large from outside, and I tell people per capita it's nothing. You know, for the problems it's nothing. And therefore partnership was built into that institution right from the beginning. Learning from others, not reinventing the wheel, was also very important to us. We had, I remember, Naturescope was something which was brought out of Washington, D.C., and they asked us whether they could use some of our illustrations and what would be the price of it. And I said, again, thought about it, and we said, there's no price of it, but we should be able to use your material adapted to India, and you can use all our illustrations. We did a barter. Yeah. And the magazine is going on 20 years, 30 years later. It's still a strong base. So we felt that partnerships was more important in building relationships, because you can connect to ideas and people all over the world. And I think there is no one place which has a monopoly on what some of the good ideas for the future are. They're coming out of traditions, they're coming out of new societies. And every time I go somewhere, I see one idea or two ideas and pick it up, however small it is. But the whole exercise of building the center, we started in one location, in Ahmedabad. We were doing programs elsewhere, and then one of my colleagues moved to the south. And we found that being in local areas makes much more difference. India is the size of Europe, for instance. So many different languages. And we had to work in every language. So over the time, we've built capabilities to do that. And that original dream of reaching a school in every district, today we have something like 400 schools in every district.
400.
Which we reach out to. And therefore, it's 200,000 schools which we are able to reach out to. It's so heartwarming that you can dream something like that. And as a result, some of the young people who join us, they dream equally,
For the Green Interview, I'm Silver Donald Cameron. See you next time.